I say great pleasure in welcoming into the fire the highly touted, powerful midfielder, the guy who has a ready-made body for the AFL, Swan District's young gun, Elijah Hewitt. Nice to meet you, Elijah.
Hey Liam, how are you? Thanks for having me on today. Appreciate it.
All good, mate. Well, you're one of the country's young guns now and fast-tracked to be drafted in this year's draft. But what was the young Elijah Hewitt like? Did you play any other sports?
Yeah, funnily enough, I actually had baseball as my main sport growing up as a kid. I played it throughout all my younger years.
Yeah.
Played pretty competitively, played for Australia until I came to the age of 15 and had to make a decision between baseball or footy. And I obviously came to my senses and thought football was going to be a better path. And I haven't looked back at all. So yeah, they were my two sports. I played a couple of other sports in the meantime, like basketball and stuff like that. But them two were the main ones.
Yeah, that's a pretty big achievement going to Australia with the baseball.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I guess at the time, it seems massive. You're pretty overwhelmed traveling around the country, going to America and things like that. But it's all just experiences, and they help you get to where you are.
Yeah. Now, I always watch my mate Hayden on the footy yarn, and it is fair to say you almost killed him on episode 1. Did you have to drive him home after that episode?
No, mate, I didn't. But he's a funny man, old Hayden. I think he flopped a little bit, but he took it well.
Yeah, he's a good guy, isn't he?
Yeah, very good guy.
Yeah. How long did it take to win Pig? I'm thinking 5 minutes would be a stretch. I've seen commercials that lasted longer than that game. You do kick a lovely goal though, mate. Do you enjoy sneaking forward and kicking a snag?
I definitely do. Yeah, I do love going forward and making an impact down there. The game went pretty quick. I think we're probably there for 4 or 5 minutes. But I do love going forward and making an impact where I can because that versatility is very beneficial to a team.
Yeah, everyone loves a snag. Now let's tell people about you. You're an inside mid, strong and competitive in and under with an ability to get on the outside and link up with your brilliant skills. Now I've seen when you are elite. I know you're working on your endurance. How's that coming along? Because the rest is brilliant, man.
Yeah, it's coming along all right. I'm stepping up and playing senior footy this year. So hopefully getting the chance to play with the league side. And they're definitely a step above in regards to endurance and fitness. So I guess that's something that you got to identify firstly and then work on. So coming into the preseason, knowing I was doing a league preseason was big enough in itself. And then now that we've got our scratch matches coming up, you can really see, and it's presented in front of you the work rate you got to be having consistently throughout the game. So I think I'm kind of am where I want to be. I've still got probably got 4 or 5 weeks till the season starts, but going to make some small improvements, I reckon, until then. But it's a gradual, it's a gradual incline. It's not just a couple of weeks and you're there. So I think it should take a little bit longer, but it's definitely something I'm working on, like a lot of other areas of my game I'm working on. It's coming well.
Yeah, there's always something to work on.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is there any truth that your guns are so big that you have to get those things registered?
No. No, not that.
I don't know about that. Now, you're a contested beast and never give an inch in a contest. They say you'd wrestle a lion if he snuck on and grabbed the footy. Is your tackling something that you work on, or do you just live for the physical contest?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, funnily enough, I don't really work on it that much. It's kind of just been, it's just been inevitable my whole life. It's just been pretty good contested. So yeah, when there's someone to be tackled, I tackle them and don't put too much thought process into it. But I guess as I said before, in league footy now, you're tackling bigger bodies, so it's not as easy as kind of just wrapping around. You got to work on probably more technical things in regards to tackle, pinning the arm and things like that. So I probably worked on it more this preseason than I ever have, but yeah, not really in the past, funnily enough. It's just kind of come naturally.
Yeah. You start in the Colts grand final as a bottom ager, having 22 disposals in a winning grand final. This must have been a great day. playing well and winning a grand final. Doesn't get any better. It really stamped you as a future star, didn't it?
Yeah, that grand final was amazing. Playing at Optus Stadium, you're not gonna be able to get on the biggest screen than that. But yeah, it was an amazing way to kind of finish the year. Although we had the state game the week after, it was an amazing way to cap off the year. I hadn't actually played with that Colts side much because I'd be playing for my school for the PSA for the whole season. But I came back for the Colts finals, and Swanee D's were doing well, and then we got the gig in the Grandy, and yeah, it all kind of went our way that day. Obviously, it was a bit of back and forth throughout the game, and then come the last quarter, I think the team came well together, and we were able to seal the game. But yeah, it was an amazing game. Like, the feeling was just through the roof, and afterwards, all the boys were stoked. And I think as a club, Swan District's really appreciated that moment, not just the Colts team, but everyone around the club, which was really special. So yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, sounds like it would have been an amazing day, mate.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. This was also matched by a best on ground versus SA in the under-17 champs. Another example of the fact that the bigger game, the bigger the man. How's the WA team looking this year, buddy? And who should I be looking out for?
Yeah, WA team is looking really good. I think we're just kind of putting the last couple of pieces together. Everyone's gone back to their respective waffle sides right now, so we will come back together in probably a month or two, get training again, because for the upcoming series, I don't know exactly when they are, depending on COVID, but we should be versing Vic Metro, Vic Country, South Australia, maybe Allies. I don't know about that, but yeah. So the team's coming through well. We've had a couple fresh faces in this summer program, which people wouldn't have seen last year, which is pretty interesting. I think some of the names you want to be looking out for, obviously you've got the usuals. You've got Jed Buslinger, Jed Hagan, Darcy Jones is someone you definitely want to look out for.
Yeah, will be.
Yeah, he's not in any of the he's not in the National Academy, but he definitely would probably deserving of a gig. He's an amazing player. If you saw him in the State 17s game, he's skillful and he's quick and he's got a good endurance, and he's training with seniors as well, so that could help him a lot. Yeah. And probably Kane Bevan, really solid player. He's a 192 centimetre midfielder, and he could make a massive impact this year. So yeah, there's tons. I think that's the benefit of our state side, is there's a massive depth. I think our weakest link isn't our weakest link at the end of the day. Like, they're really strong players, so it should be a really good year.
Yeah, the WA team's pretty exciting this year, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think all the teams are exciting. It should be a pretty even comp this year, which is good. We haven't actually been able to verse Vic at all for the last couple of years because of COVID, so it will be a good little eye opener to see, where the states are at. But yeah, excited for that, obviously.
Yeah. Now, pushing forward, you're almost automatic in front of goals. Do you see that as a real strength of yours moving forward, so to speak?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't say I'm 100% automatic, but I'm working on it. I think I have a decent sense for where the goals are, and I like that one-on-one position going deep forward. So if I can get one-on-one, one out on the 50, then that's kind of where I tend to thrive. So yeah, if I can get that, I tend to be pretty comfortable myself. But it's always real good to go down forward and have a break, because I tend to be a bit more of a midfielder. But as I said before, with this league side, I'm probably going to play a bit more forward. So I'm working on a lot of my forward aspects. There's so much to learn in forward line. It's not as simple as just kicking goals. So yeah, I'm kind of learning, and it's a good process.
Yeah, so I'm guessing midfield's your favourite position then?
It is my favourite position, but don't get me wrong, a goal never hurts, so I don't mind going forward.
So true. You train with the West Coast Eagles. How cool was that to rub shoulders with guys like Nitnat, Yo, and Shuey? I bet you learned a lot there. How was my man Luke Edwards as well? He's a great guy. Yeah,
no, they're all awesome. It was a real eye-opening experience, seeing what the elite level's like. Just had that experience more than seeing them run out at Optus Stadium on a Friday night. You see the preparation that comes into it, especially in the pre-season, which is where we were there for. I'm still there this Tuesday, so this will be my last day there.
Yeah.
But it's been awesome getting to know some of the boys, seeing how they go about it. Pretty overwhelming to see a lot of the stuff that goes on that you wouldn't know. A lot of the extras that have been done, all the recovery, things like that. Yeah, it's pretty hectic down there. But I guess that's why it's the elite and professional environment it is, because you gotta be able to upstand and withhold all those elements. So yeah, it was an awesome experience. The boys were real good. I mean, training's awesome. It's like, as you'd expect, isn't it? West Coast Eagles training session. It's pretty elite. So yeah, I really enjoyed that aspect, and hopefully I'll cap it off well this week.
Yeah, sounds like it's been an amazing experience for you.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Some simple footy questions. What football team do you go for?
Yeah, I get this question a lot, and it's a funny answer I have. I actually don't go for a team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know people find that weird, but I just watch players. I love watching certain players, and it's been like that my whole life. My whole family goes for Eagles, but I do love Eagles, but it's just, I've never really gone for a team, and I love watching certain players. So someone like Dusty Martin, I love watching Petrarca. I love watching, even Bont, even though I don't really idolize his game, he's just an awesome player to watch. So I think football as a whole should be appreciated, and that's kind of what I tend to do.
Yeah. Player you were impressed by at the Australian champs last year?
In terms of my team or any team?
Any team.
Yeah, look, I'm probably going to have to go back to Darcy Jones. He'd had a pretty decent Colts season. I hadn't played with him because I've been at my Colts, and then for that last game, he comes out and has 28 or 29 and a couple goals, and yeah, he really stepped up. I always knew he was a gun, but yeah, that really opened it up, and I think he's gonna go well this year. So I'd probably say Darcy Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on him, aren't I?
Definitely.
Yeah. If you had to say what AFL player you play like, who would it be?
Probably Luke Davies-Uniacke. If you give him a watch, you'd be able to see. I'd say I'm just similarly explosive to him. He's got a fair good kick in him, good skills. So yeah, some aspects I definitely like to say I'd be similar to him. But there's so many players you tend to idolize different positions. Because like when I go down forward, I'd probably say, oh no, this is a massive comparison. I'd probably like to play a bit more like Dusty with the impact down forward, but through the midfield, probably more Luke Davies-Uniacke. They're just players though. But that answer to that question would probably be them too.
Yeah. Okay, let's ask some non-footy questions, mate. What do you like to do in your spare time?
I play golf.
Yeah,
golf is my favorite thing to do right now. I just play a lot of golf whenever I can. I'm pretty tied up right now with footy and uni, and work as well. So when I get my times, I'll definitely head down to the range, and then I'll go down to golf course and get 9 holes in. But yeah, I'm loving every part of it. Dropping all my paychecks on new golf clubs is just probably a bit irresponsible, but I'm loving every part of it.
Yeah, a lot of the drop keys like to go down and play a bit of golf.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a recurring theme. I know some of the Perth boys when it got club fitted and because they were heading over to Melbourne and they got their set to play a bit more, because I know Melbourne's probably played a bit more over in Melbourne, but I know a lot of West Coast boys love playing it. Gaffy's a big golfer, and some of the others just come down for fun. So yeah, it's an awesome sport, and I think if you play, you'll appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, definitely. If you had to cook a meal, what would you impress someone with?
Probably butter chicken. It's a big deal in my house. My dad's a pretty big cook, so being able to take some of his expertise in the odd butter chicken area. So yeah, I'd probably say that.
Yeah, butter chicken is the best, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely, it's good.
Yeah. What is your go-to video game?
I actually don't play video games. I never have.
No?
Yeah, it's funny enough. My younger brother and my older brother have, but I've just never.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to, honestly. I don't get PlayStation or Xbox.
Sound like my dad.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty rogue, but I just never have understood it. I walk into my brother's playing, Fortnite and that stuff. I just don't pick up a controller and I just have no clue what's going on.
Now, Elijah, you're really exciting to me because you're a mid that loves to kick goals. Crowds love that in a player. I love that in a player. Not only that, but you have a beautiful kick and are so deadly around the sticks. So I think I owe it to you to make sure you're ready for that first goal in the AFL. It'll happen quickly, so you need to be ready for the celebration that will be expected. Don't panic, I'm here for you. You can have mine, the Into the Fire.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
Pretty good, right?
Definitely. Yeah, could definitely be used. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Elijah, for coming onto my show. You're an elite talent and a great guy. It's been fun. Good luck for the rest of the year, mate.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it so much. Thanks so much.
Awesome to have you on, buddy.